Hello cult members and welcome to the Halo Foundry. With so many people still unable to get Waves 1 and 2 of the World of Halo line, Jazwares thought it'd be a fantastic idea to release Wave 3 into the wild, and looking at it, what a wave it's going to be. With some wicked sets like the Mantis and Shade Turret up for grabs, I personally think this is going to be the best wave yet. Sadly though, I'm going to have to wait until the end of the month to get my hands on most of the exciting sets here because I have spent way too much money on your mum's OnlyFans page. But before all my money vanished up your mum's snatch, I did manage to get my hands on at least one set. And luckily for all those who care, that is that beautiful set in front of us. Yes, that's right kids, because today we're going to be reviewing the Wave 3 Tovaras, Master Chief and Hyperius pack by Jazwares. Costing $30, this set comes with 10 pieces, which are 3 figures, 3 bases, 3 weapons and a jetpack. But of course this flipping thing is a Target exclusive. So that's right peeps, remember if you live outside of the US then you are basically scum in the eyes of Jazwares. But luckily for me, eBay exists where people like to sell other people's hard work for money. And I was able to pick this thing up because I love not eating any food. I am now poor for the rest of the month. But that's enough for my misfortunes, and without further ado let's crack this box open, even though I already have, and take a closer look. So first up we've got this ugly punk ass bitch Tovaras, which I'm sure I'm getting his name wrong but I can't read words so that's fine. This guy was shown to us a few months back by 343 in concept art, and I honestly have to say that I really hated this guy when I first saw him, as he always came across looking a little dumb, like the highest number that he could count to was potato. But now that I've got this figure in front of me and it is likely to be very close to his in-game look, I have to say that I absolutely love him. All of his armour is highly detailed and has some great attention put into all the straps around his undersuit and the grooves and lines in his armour pieces. It just looks fantastic. He honestly looks like he can beat the crap out of you, and you know what? I'll let him. Luckily for my dainty little hands, all of the pointy parts in his armour like his helmet and his shoulder pads are soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about hurting yourself like a pussy. Just like all the other World of Halo figures out here, the paint job is also really clean considering the small size of them. Most of his armour is a black with a dark brown undersuit, but he also has this red pattern all over his armour which really brings him to life. What is also really good here is the dry brushing isn't too heavy. It is applied all over his armour but it looks very clean and controlled, and it isn't washing out that red pattern at all. But now let's take a closer look at his head. And like all the other brute figures out there, the helmet can be removed, revealing his side hustle as a hairstylist, as this guy has got a really funky hair and beard combo. But being the only brute out of all of them that basically has his whole face on show with the helmet on, you can tell Jazwares wanted to make it look great. Now all the other brutes out there look like proper twats with their helmets off, but this guy, to me at least, looks equally as good with his helmet off as he does with it on. He is definitely one of the most sexy brutes out there if I'm going to be honest. But now articulation wise, this, if you've got any previous brutes out there, is the exact same. The figures have great posability so you can get them into some decent amount of sexy poses. Though his leg guards do get in the way a little, but I'm not sure if you want to stretch them further than this anyway. But overall, this is a great little figure and it's my personal favourite out of all 3 of these. Tovaras' weapon of choice here is the scrap cannon, which is a brand new mounted and detachable turret for Halo Infinite. This weapon looks fantastic, it is huge, it is beefy, it's really well painted with these silver panels slapped on the sides. It is just packed with tons of detail. Now my only issue with this thing is that in the concept art it is shown to be a mounted gun too. Now there is no hole underneath this thing, so I don't think that this mould is going to be used again in any future figures if they need the mounted version, because it would have been so cool here if they included the base to have it added playability. But that would have been a really cool little feature for me, and it is sad to see it not here. But next up we've got a Crystal Meth Chief. I'm not 100% sure really what to call this chief. I see a lot of people out there referring to him as the active camo chief, but he's got a blue tint to him so maybe not active camo, but other people have also said overshield chief, which I think is utter bollocks. This is not overshield chief at all. To me this is possibly some sort of hologram chief, like how Esrim appeared in the gameplay trailer last year, but blue instead of red. But then again I hope it's not hologram chief. I mean if you're selling this to kids and you're saying that you've got 2 badass brutes in this set with a hologram of chief, like what fun can you have there? Hyperius and Tovaras are murdering Marines on the battlefield and causing havoc everywhere they step. But wait up, Master Chief is setting up a Zoom call. It's really not that exciting. So this chief though is exactly the same as all the other chiefs in the World of Halo line, so when it comes to the sculpt and design there is nothing new here. But I have to say I appreciate this guy though, at least they didn't give us a standard chief again and again. They thought outside the box here and made him just a little bit different with that transparent blue. It's also nice that he comes paired with a transparent blue assault rifle. Again, we've had tons of assault rifles in this line, but the blue effect makes it so different and looks really good here. But then that's my biggest issue with this set, is the bloody base for Chief. Why is it solid? Why has it got colour? This would have been a great opportunity to make a transparent blue base to add to the overall figure, but no, they have just gone with an off the shelf one and it just sucks. Like, come on Jazwares, I'm surprised you missed that. And last up for this set we've got Hyperius. Now the armour and the detail on this figure, just like Tovaras, is amazing. He's got tons of great detail all over him and everywhere you look it tells a story. He's got these Spartan or Marine fingers that he wears as a flipping necklace. He's also got Spartan Locke's helmet on his shoulder, which is painted pretty great for a side detail. And it's also a really good scale when you're comparing it to Chief's helmet right here. Everything is just stunning and I really love the shoulder piece that he's got on his left arm here. I am also still convinced that he's wearing Spartan Palmer's helmet as well, though here with this figure I think it does look a little less like Palmer's one than it did on the Megan Constructs one, but I'm still convinced though. But then there's also this mouthpiece and this thigh piece that are assumed to be Arbiter's armour. However, they're now grey and not gold, so it's likely not to be him now maybe. Maybe they just run out of gold paint, who knows. And he's also the proud owner of the jetpack, which clicks nicely into his back. Though these two parts here at the bottom have bent on mine, which sucks a little, but in time I'm going to get them nice and straight with a lot of rubbing. But now let's just quickly take a look at the concept art again to talk about things that I don't like with this guy. See, Hyperius in this image right here looks deadly as hell. He's got his teeth baring, he's got orange hair that flows in the wind like fire. He looks sick, he looks evil. I bet he eats children on the weekend. Whilst going back to the figure, this guy looks like he lures children into his van on the weekend. I mean, where's the aggressive teeth? Where's the fiery hair? He looks like a guy cosplaying as Hyperius. Like I said, the detail on this figure all over is stunning, but it's really missing something in the face for me. Like taking the helmet off, you get this standard brute face that is used on the brute captain figure. This face deserves to be smothered with a bloody pillow. But to me at least, I think making the helmet removable got in the way of the face and the hair. It just wouldn't be able to cram inside. But I personally would have been fine if the helmet was permanently attached to his head, if it meant that we got a better and eviler face sculpt. But last thing with this guy, again he has got some great articulation. Like the higher parts of his armour and the spikes being a softer plastic again, and he is limited on his left leg because of this arbiter piece thing here, but again it's fine for me, you don't need to have like, you know, a wide stretch of these brutes. But now, just to finish things off here, let's just take a look at that Ravager. This is the first Ravager that we've got in the World of Halo line, and I've got to say they've done a pretty good job with it. It's painted really simple with just grey and red, but I don't think there's actually too much detail on this from the game anyway. It may be if they added brown to the handle, that would have been enough to complete it fully. But if I were to moan about just one more thing here with the weapons for Hyperius and Tovaras, and yeah, I know I've been looking too much at the bloody concept pictures, but I would have liked both of them to come with signature weapons, as the picture of Hyperius shows this sweet ass looking gravity hammer, which looks like it's his and his alone. But here in this set we got the scrap cannon and the Ravager, two weapons that are going to be standard guns for Halo Infinite, but who knows, maybe these are going to be their guns in the game, but I hope not. But there you go, that is the set in all its glory. Other than the slight issue I've got with Hyperius' face and maybe the weapons, I don't really have anything bad to say about them. As said though, this is a Target exclusive, so it might be more limited than other sets out there, which always sucks. But the only toss up here for this set is the Blue Chief, as Hyperius and Tovaras will be coming in other sets too. Hyperius is going to be coming in a single pack, while Tovaras is going to be coming in a double pack with Chief, so getting this triple pack really depends on how much you want the Blue Chief. I know I didn't say too much about the Blue Chief in this review, but he's not really too much to say other than the fact that he's transparent blue. It's the same as all the other ones. But if you're like me and missing a single figure means that you're going to want to jump off a bridge, then you're likely to try and pick this up regardless. But otherwise it is a great set and is definitely worth the money. But thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have this set or if you want it, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Or if you hate this set as much as I hate people, let me know that too. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more weekly Halo Gear videos. Peace out.